This one here is Chief, Master Chief, Wally Boy, Cortana. Chief is almost 2 years old, Wally is 4 years old, going on 5 this December 24th, and Cortana is about 8 years old now. November is her birthday. Actually, both Chief and Cortana. Yeah. So, what is Barf? Barf is biologically appropriate raw feeding. That's the acronym. That's the meaning of the acronym. Why biologically? Because dogs, just like us, need to be fed a healthy way, a nutritional way. Right now, we are based here at the Naturale in the second floor, and hopefully we will be explaining some of our products at the very end. But right now it's about nutrition. We will focus on the nutrition of our puppies. Let's begin with a quick story about Wally. Okay, Wally, we thought he started just like most of us with kibble, with the little pellets. Okay, so when I started, I saw that Wally was eating again one day, the other day he was eating a lot of stomach problems. I was going to the vet quite often, and I don't know about you guys, but nobody really wants to go to the veterinarian monthly. A husky is a very strong dog, okay, physically. In terms of digestion, very picky. My God, they're very, very picky. So what do you do with a doggy that is supposed to grow, especially in the initial phases? A dog up to 1 year to 2 years, depending on the breed and the size, is their growth is spruce, spring. Spurt. There you go. Thank you. So, as they're growing, you need to put as much love, all the nurture that we give. But the food is extremely important, because if you're not feeding appropriately when they're puppies, they do not develop the way they should develop. All right. With him, I was saying I'm gonna reach the limit of 3 months old, 4 months old actually. I'm gonna stop this. I don't want this to happen to my daughter. Research. My grandfather already used to give a combination of raw per se, mainly cooked, and kibble. I was like, okay, my grandpa did it, I'll take it to the next level. Started feeding raw. It started, Cortana, vieni qui, corta. Sorry, my little dog is now meeting difference. So, when Wally started getting better, and I saw the immediate results, and this is, I'm not joking, I'm not even trying to... This is what happens with dogs. Dogs are dogs. Dogs are not just like, you can control them all the time. They are individual beings. They have wants, needs, likes, and don't like and dislikes. So, after when he got better, started researching more, and thought back of my first one, Goku. Yeah, Goku, like Dragon Ball Z. Just like him. So Goku was fed by my father raw. And I didn't quite understand why. And other supplements. Found the Barf diet by Dr. Ian, a veterinarian that created his most complete diet. And I started with it. Cortana then came along when I met Emmanuel, and we started with her, even though Emmanuel had already started feeding naturally. Right now, I want to tell you about how pet food is made. Okay, so we want to see the nutrition. So these are 3 questions that arise when I started feeding raw. Why wasn't I really informed about raw feeding? What are the ingredients in the kibble? And how is it made? Just like any other product, you want to know where it comes from, what it is, and what it does to you, right? There's a check here. So those questions came into my mind and came into our minds, and we were like, we have to find out. Because one thing is dealing with the raw section of it, but you have to know the other side as well, especially since it's the most prominent and commercially available to all of us. Kibble is everywhere. You find it in all supermarkets, you find it in all pet stores. And raw, how many of you have seen like raw products, like actual raw products in the supermarkets or in the pet store here in the Philippines? I see some heads shaking because literally there's none. There's no availability to reach for that product or to even get to know about it. So, first question that came into my mind, how the food is made, how pet food is made. When you open a bag, because I'm pretty sure all of us here have opened a kibble bag and have reached inside and taken it and put it in our hands. What's the feeling? Greasy sometimes. Another feeling when you touch the food. Rough. Another one. Maybe some dryness as well. Maybe some, like you could go against the floor and scream, right? So kibble is a very processed food for dogs. Sometimes it's meat, sometimes it's roadkill, sometimes it's actual vegetables, but most of the time is synthetic chemicals. Vitamins and minerals are synthesized in labs and are pumped into the food. Grinding of the meat to make a paste. Then what happens next? Boiling. Then whatever nutrients there was in the food, they get rid of it by boiling. Then drying. The drying process is at 121 Celsius degrees and is done for over 80 minutes. That is the FDA and the American Kennel Association standards to get rid of bacteria, viruses, and any pathogens that may arise from the food. So the food is safe to be consumed by the doggies. What happens when you do that? You eliminate the good, the bad, and the neutral, and the whatever was in there. 121 degrees Celsius. Ay nako, girl, come here. Cortana, amore, seduta. Seduta. Bilis, seduta. Ferma, amore. Seduta, sit in Italian. Ferma, stay in Italian. Going back to it, you dry it at a really high temperature. Okay? Then it's split into sections for whether it is wet food can or whether it is kibbles. Okay? That is the main process. We want you to do the research because I can be here and tell you this and that and this and that, but you have to know. You have to see it with your own eyes. Find out the ingredients.